Okay, let's talk about your 20s. Think about that first real job, the first proper salary hitting your bank account. What a feeling, right? It's pure freedom. For the first time, you can actually buy the things you want to go, to the places you want to go. You don't have to ask anyone for money. The energy, that Josh, is just off the charts.
Seriously, it's such a unique time. You feel like you're on top of the world. But you know what? That incredible feeling is exactly where the biggest financial traps are hiding. We get this kind of cheltaje attitude, right? We think, I've got my whole life ahead of me. I'll figure this money stuff out later.
And here's the big secret, the one nobody really tells you. Your 20s aren't actually for spending all the money you're making right now. No. They're for building a strong foundation so you can comfortably spend money for the rest of your life. So let's get real about the mistakes that can totally wreck that foundation before you've even laid the first brick.
So, what are these giant traps? Let's break down the 3 biggest money mistakes people make. Honestly, how you handle these 3 things will pretty much decide whether your 40-year-old self is chilling by a beach or drowning in EMIs.
All right, mistake number 1. It's this sneaky thing called lifestyle inflation, or lifestyle creep. It's like a little monster that follows you around. Basically, it means that as soon as you get a raise, your spending magically goes up to match it, or even worse, goes past it. You get a 20% hike at work, and somehow your expenses shoot up by 25%. It's a classic trap. So, does this sound kind of familiar? Your salary lands on the first of the month. You go out, celebrate with friends, order in a few too many times, buy that new phone just because you can, and then suddenly it's the 20th and you're anxiously checking your bank balance. That, my friends, is the "where did my salary go" syndrome. It's exactly why so many people feel broke even when they're earning good money. Okay, the second huge mistake is falling for the easy debt trap. I mean, today, getting credit is just ridiculously easy. And the 2 biggest culprits here, you guessed it, credit cards and all those buy now, pay later apps. They feel like free money in the moment, but trust me, they come with a very, very high price tag.
Just look at this number for a second. 45%. That's not a typo. That's the average annual interest rate you pay on your credit card balance if you don't pay it off completely every single month. To put that in perspective, a home loan is what, maybe 8 or 9%? This isn't just interest, it's a punishment. It's designed to keep you trapped in debt for years.
And here's how they get you. You see that tiny little minimum amount due on your bill, you pay it, and you think, okay, cool, I'm good. No, you've just walked right into their trap. That minimum payment is literally designed to keep you in debt for as long as humanly possible, making you pay that insane interest while the actual amount you owe barely even moves. It's brutal.
And it's not just the cards. Buy now, pay later is a massive temptation, especially for young salaried people and even students. The convenience is just wow. But what it's really doing is it's making it normal to spend money you don't actually have, usually on stuff you don't really need. This is a fast track to overspending and a whole lot of financial stress.
The third big one, procrastination. It's that voice in your head that says, dude, I'm only 25. Investing, mutual funds, that's what my uncle talks about. I'll get to it later once I'm more settled. This, right here, might be the single most expensive mistake you will ever make. Why? Because you're wasting the most powerful asset you have, time.
Let me tell you a quick story to show you exactly what I mean. Meet Arjun and Rohan. Arjun starts a simple SIP of 5,000 rupees a month when he's 25. Rohan, on the other hand, thinks he's got all the time in the world. He starts investing the exact same amount, 5,000 a month, but he waits just 10 years until he's 35. Now, let's fast forward. By age 60, Rohan has a pretty decent 95 lakhs. Not bad. But Arjun has over 3 crores.
That's the difference. Over 2 crores. That is the cost of waiting just 10 years. It's all thanks to the magic of compounding, where your money starts making its own money. By starting earlier, Arjun gave his money an extra decade to work for him, to grow on its own. Time did all the heavy lifting. I mean, that's not just a small difference. That is a life-changing amount of money.
Okay, that was a lot of doom and gloom. But here's the really good news. Every single one of these mistakes is totally fixable. So let's open up your financial first aid kit. I'm going to give you 3 simple fixes you can start using right now to build a way better financial future.
First things first, you need a game plan. The 50-30-20 rule is probably the simplest, most effective budget there is. Here's how it works. 50% of your take-home pay goes to your absolute needs. We're talking rent, groceries, bills. 30% can go to your wants. That's the fun stuff, like shopping, eating out, travel. And the most important part, 20%. This slice is for your savings and investments. And this 20%, it's completely non-negotiable.
So how do you make sure that 20% actually gets saved? You automate it. You make it automatic. The very day your salary hits your account, you should have an instruction set up to automatically move that 20% to a totally separate savings or investment account. This is the golden rule. You pay your future self first. You save first, and then you live off what's left, not the other way around. This one single habit will change your entire financial life. All right, next up, you need protection. You need a shield. Before you even start thinking about investing to get rich, you have to build this shield. It's got two parts, an emergency fund and the right insurance. Now listen, these things are not investments. They aren't designed to make you wealthy. They are your financial shock absorbers, designed to stop one single piece of bad luck from completely wiping you out. Building that emergency fund is a super simple three-step process. Step 1. Figure out how much you need for your essential expenses, your rent, food, EMIs for 6 whole months. Step 2. Open a separate bank account for this money. This money does not go into the stock market. And Step 3. Automate transfers into that account until you hit your goal. Seriously, this fund isn't about getting rich, it's about being able to sleep soundly at night no matter what happens. Now for the second part of your shield, insurance. I hear this all the time. Oh, my company gives me health insurance, I'm covered. That is a massive, massive mistake. That policy is a job benefit. It's not your policy. The moment you switch jobs or you get laid off or you decide to start a business, poof, that coverage is gone. And it always seems to disappear right when you need it the most. So listen up. There are two kinds of insurance that are just absolutely non-negotiable in your 20s. First, your own personal health insurance plan. One trip to the hospital can literally cost lakhs and vaporize all your savings. Second, a term life insurance plan. This is a super cheap way to make sure your family is okay if anything ever happens to you. And the best part, both of these are incredibly cheap when you're young and healthy. You can lock in a low price for the rest of your life. It's a no-brainer.
Okay, once your shield is up, it's time to build your engine. Your wealth creation engine. And the simplest, most powerful way to start is with a SIP, which stands for Systematic Investment Plan. All it is a simple instruction you give your bank to automatically invest a fixed amount of money every single month into a mutual fund. That's it. It's basically investing on autopilot.
And this might be the most important point of all for anyone who's just starting. Don't get hung up on the amount. I'm serious. It doesn't matter if you start with 5,000 rupees or 500 rupees a month. In the beginning, the amount is almost irrelevant. What truly matters is building the habit of consistently and disciplined investing month after month. Just start today with whatever you can. So, let's bring it all home. Your 20s are basically a dress rehearsal for the rest of your financial life. All those small, seemingly harmless habits you're building right now, they're going to have a massive, massive impact on where you end up.
Look, you don't have to be perfect. Nobody is. You just have to avoid the really big, dumb mistakes. By just following that 50-30-20 rule, building your emergency shield, getting insured, and starting even a tiny SIP, you are already doing better than 90% of the people out there. Believe me, your 40-year-old self is going to be so grateful.
So I'm going to leave you with a question. Just think about everything we just talked about. The lifestyle creep, the debt traps, putting off investing. What is the one thing, the one small change that you are going to commit to fixing, starting right now, today?